She says she hates her thunder thighs. She's about to receive a treatment. It's a laser treatment called iLipo. That's an alternative to liposuction. Have your thighs always been a concern for you?
Since I was born. I was born 10 pounds with, they were all legs.
You had big legs. You had big cells.
Yes, yes.
Big cells. Dr. Grossman, what is this?
Well, iLipo, it's an interesting device. It truly is a revolutionary device. I have been performing plastic surgery for over 20 years, and I've always been a believer that only by means of liposuction you can help someone. The company approached me about 3 years ago with me being a skeptic. I said, no way. A year ago, they've actually convinced me to try the device. And I can say that in a compliant patient, it works as effectively as liposuction in removing areas of unwanted fat.
Without surgery? Without
any surgery. The only thing that is required to do is go for a brisk walk for 20 minutes or go to the gym.
So they have to go to the gym or walk because you're literally melting fat away and you have to sort of mobilize it?
Correct.
I'm stunned by this. Because liposuction is an invasive operation. You put holes in people, you dig around. We've all seen liposuction.
Correct.
This can get you similar results?
So far, we've seen results that have been similar. The company recommends that you do approximately 8 treatments. We found that 10 treatments twice a week. So for a period of about 5 weeks, results are, I would say, almost equivalent to liposuction.
So Dr. Grossman says you can go from looking like this to this. I got to say, that looks like liposuction. And how long does it last?
So far, from what I've used with the patients, after 1 year, we find that as long as they maintain the same diet, they don't have to cut their food supply. They can eat the same way, be as active as they always are. So far, it's lasted long term.
I'm happy we could help you. All right. That's not all the complaints you have about your legs. You also talked about stretch marks, about fat knees, about cottage cheese thighs.
90% of women have it, 100% of them hate it.
I have a stubborn cellulite on the back of my thighs.
Now you can say bye to bumpy fat and hello to a revolutionary solution, iLipo.
89% of people see dramatic results even after the first treatment.
It's the first FDA-approved non-invasive alternative to liposuction, reducing fat and cellulite in just 1 hour, and Nurse Jamie's one of the first to use it.
It is safe to use on all skin types, all areas of the body.
Low-level lasers break down the fat. A laser vacuum massage breaks down the cellulite. 2 hours post-treatment, shake it out with some exercise. And the best part? The amazing aftershocks. And
it actually doesn't hurt at all.
All right, well, I'm also here with Nurse Jamie. Like many of us, our next guest hates her thighs, but loves her job. Please welcome one of our associate producers, Alicia. Okay. You brave woman. You brave woman. What you don't do for your job, right?
Hey, I want great thighs.
Okay. All right, so tell us, okay, first off, you hate your thighs. We all hate our thighs. Right. Why? Now, how do you think this might change your life?
Well, because I have a drawer full of shorts and skirts that I won't wear. Because when I put them on, I keep looking at them going, they look too bad. And then I put them back in the drawer. So I really, you know, I want to have fun. It's the summer and it's hot. So
all right, so
I'm ready.
This is the newest technology. Tell us about it and how it works.
This is the iLipo. This is the first FDA-approved on-skin lipo laser. It's the intelligent alternative to liposuction. It's really exciting.
Okay, so yeah, there's no incision. This is not going to hurt.
No surgery, no downtime. And what I like about this, which is different than traditional liposuction, is because she's encouraged to exercise. Usually, you're 3 times more likely to gain weight without a lifestyle or diet change after having regular liposuction.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, because you're not able to exercise like this. I actually brought a trampoline for her, and I wanted to do like a whole 28-day makeover with vitamins and the whole. I wanted to do
What does this cost?
This is around $300 a treatment, whereas compared to liposuction, you're looking at like $4,000. Yeah.
Okay, but how many treatments do you need?
I would recommend, if she's going to do the makeover, the 28-day Slim Jim, I want her to do 8 treatments.
8 treatments. Okay, all right.
Do one.
I'm going to hold your hand, okay? All right. No, wait, Nurse Kristen is going to be administering this. So this is not painful at all?
It does not hurt.
Ooh, what's that?
These are the these are 36 beams of light. It causes a temporary opening in the fat cell, and then the fat leaks into the lymphatic system, and then that's why you have to exercise to get the fat from your lymph system to, you excrete it just like when you lose weight normally.
Okay.
We're going to give us some glasses. We're all going to wear some glasses here.
Oh. Okay.
That's right. Leave the dazzling mirrors.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
All right, so this
is the cellulite therapy. These are the 36 beams that causes the temporary opening in the fat cell, causes the fat to, basically, if you think of a grape, you want to keep your fat cells. With traditional liposuction, you're vacuuming out, you throw it away in a container, but your fat cells regulate your endocrine, your immune function, and you want to keep your fat cells as much as we think we don't want to.
Okay.
So what this does is just causes the fat cell. Think of a grape. It just causes it to collapse, just like when you lose weight normally. So like if you, say, Christmas time or holiday time, if you gain a little bit of weight, then it doesn't go with liposuction. Like if you say you have this area section, a lot of times people get these morphed out bodies and then they start gaining weight in areas that you typically don't gain.
Okay. How you doing over there?
That feels great.
Feels great? Are you ticklish?
Are you ticklish?
Are you?
I didn't sign up for that part.
All right. So, and how long does it take?
This is it's 20 minutes per area. We're gonna do her legs today. For camera, we're gonna do one leg and then show you the big tub.
Okay. All right. So we're only doing one thigh. I'm so sorry. We're doing one thigh so we can compare because we need to see if this works or not, right? All right. You can keep going. You keep doing your thing. Also, we come back. One of my personal favorite ways to make myself over quick and easy and really fashionable. We'll get back. Welcome back. There they are, hard at work on that one thigh. Make sure it's only one thigh only. All right, we'll check back with you later. You guys look so cool. Okay, it's time to reveal our final makeover. We are back with Nurse Jamie and Alicia, who works on the show with us. Okay, she hated her thighs. We all do. You worked on one thigh because we wanted to see what could be done in 20 minutes, right?
Right. Well, we were really rushing, but I think we've got a voila for you. I think you can see a difference.
All right, we're ready to see her thigh. One's done. One hasn't been. Let's see it.
So you can sit from one to
Oh, yeah.
You see it at this?
Yeah.
Wait, so this is one treatment. You have another diet and exercise yet.
I can see a difference. Do you see it? And it didn't hurt. It didn't hurt your mother's life.
It's pulsating and it's warm, but it was great.
Okay, all right. We all are probably interested in this now. Let me get some questions from the audience about all things cellulite. I know you wanted to ask something. You don't have any cellulite. Stand up, please.
Actually, I've had cellulite since I was about 13. It runs in my family. Everybody gets it really young. And the question I have is, I've played sports my whole life, so I have these nice, strong thighs, but then there's just this layer of cellulite hiding the fact that I've worked out my whole life. And I would love to know how to get rid of that.
Well, you can do the eye lipo, but if it's something you want to do at home, there's dry brushing for your skin to reduce the appearance. 90% of women have some form of cellulite, so a lot of it is genetic. It's not just, diet or exercise, so don't feel bad. So we just all have to do something.
Okay, thank you. And the lipo machine, is it only available with you, or is it around the country?
It's around the country. Yeah, we have one at Beauty Park, but yeah.
Yes, hi. Come on over here. Let's talk thighs.
Hi, yes. Well, I just lost about 20 pounds, which is great.
How?
Oh, I'm not even sure. I have a boyfriend, and he keeps me really busy.
Okay, so that exercise they were talking about, you're getting plenty of it.
And I am exercising, but I still have a little problem, and I'm wondering, is there a type of food I should avoid, and is there a type of food I should have more of to help my cellulite?
Good question.
That is a good question. Eat a bowl of watercress if you want it to look really good right away, because it helps remove inflammation and it's high in iron, so to help reduce the appearance, as well as stay away from caffeine products, like anything that is like toxins. It's going to increase that lumpy appearance.
But isn't coffee a diuretic?
Exactly, but if you put it on topically, it reduces the appearance, but if you take it internally, it's different.
Okay, thank you. Good question, and congrats on the weight loss and the man. Yes, in that order. Yes, hi. Meet me halfway. Yes.
Hi, I have really bad cellulite, like, between my thighs. I have big, thick legs. I love my legs, but I was wondering if there's any vitamins that you can take to reduce or prevent cellulite.
Absolutely. Vitamins A, B, and C, as well as E, they promote collagen. Women, we're more prone to collagen because our connective tissue is different. It pulls that collagen down and causes an uneven appearance. So promote collagen with taking vitamins internally. It's great. We're actually going to give her a pack to take. We're going to do a 20-day makeover and check in with her.
So wait, what comes in that pack? What's that about?
It's the Nurse Jamie antioxidants. It's a multivitamin D3. We're going to do a whole packet with her. Give it to her. And I want you to hold her accountable.
Okay, can you throw in one for the host? I could use a 28-day little fresh start. Any other questions? Yes, hi, stand up.
Hello, I'm not sure if you may have cleared it up with her, but I did have a question. What can you do at home to maybe prevent or lessen the appearance?
Well, like I said, the dry brushing, diet and exercise, keeping yourself, what you do is you keep your leptin levels low, which keeps those hormones regulated.
Wait, how do you keep your leptin levels low? And what is a leptin?
The great thing about the iLipo machine is it shrinks the fat cells. So you're keeping it low by keeping it a lower weight, because you don't want to remove the fat cells, because fat actually regulates your immune system and your endocrine system.
Okay.
So there's creams. You can actually, there's also a recipe that I can give that you guys can put on the web with coffee grounds and olive oil, and you can wrap it in a plastic wrap and put it on for an hour, and it makes the cellulite go away. And jump on a trampoline too, and it helps it really drive it in.
Really?
I know, I'm crazy, but it's
Is that what you do? You must be doing something like that. You go on the trampoline.
I lost 66 pounds in
I know,
8
because you have
months.
triplets.
8 months old.
Okay, so you're the mother of 3 triplets. You've lost all this weight. You look phenomenal, and you go on this trampoline. I can't do the trampolining, but I'm going to try everything else. And now her legs, the work you've done already, that won't go away. That's done.
If she maintains a neutral calorie diet and a healthy lifestyle, then yeah.
Okay.
Her results can confirm.
Nurse Jamie, will you do the other leg?
I'm going to do the other leg, but I want to do the whole program with her.
Okay, fantastic, fantastic. Thank you so much. Well, looking and feeling good often hand in hand. I want to thank everybody on our show today. I hope you enjoyed the show. Now that you're inspired to freshen your own look at home. Hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.
Great secrets from an everyday woman. We're tackling your biggest body and beauty dilemmas today with the Doctor's Beauty Bowl. And who here would like to take inches off your thighs in an hour without surgery? Dr. Lisa?
Yes, I'm a taker too, but Dr. Orton's back in our procedure room, and he has an absolutely brand new solution for us.
I do, Dr. Lisa. We're back in our own procedure room. I'm here with Dr. Stephen Ronan, our patient Aubin, and we're talking about iLipo. This is a new technique, and we're addressing those 2 dreaded things women don't like, both of them excess fat and those lumpy, bumpy cellulite. I like to call cellulite fat gone wild. Let me explain to you what happens. Normally, a fatty tissue is held in place by a nice, firm dermis. When that dermis gives way, this is what happens. Those fat cells pop, creating that uneven, lumpy, bumpy surface. We don't like it. That's why we have iLipo, a new technique specifically designed to address both of those problems.
Excellent. This actually has 43 lasers. 40 of them are designed to work on those fat cells. They cause them to dump the fat out into the bloodstream the same way you would do in a normal physiologic process. The other laser works on those fibrous bands that are causing the dimpling in the skin. We expect with one procedure, we'll remove about 1 inch of circumference. And so the procedure can be repeated 8 times to maintain a lasting reduction in circumference.
And I know a key part of this equation is you have to work out exercise afterwards to get to rid the body of that excess fat you've melted down.
Absolutely. Once we tell that zone to dump all the fat out, we don't want it to just go back into cells. So we go right from here to the gym and burn it all off.
And Auburn, while you're working here, we're going to show the audience what kind of result you can expect after going through a series of iLipo sessions before and after. I mean, I'm looking at that picture. I mean, that looks like she had a tummy tuck almost.
Yeah, it's pretty significant. And so 8 treatments and then going right to the gym and working it off in about 45-minute session with a trainer.
Good stuff. Well, thank you so very much.
Welcome to another edition of A New Me, your weekly consultation with the Washington, D.C. area's best doctors and professionals. Our guest experts help you learn about the latest medical advances and procedures by providing you with the real information necessary to help you eliminate the dangers of making the wrong medical and cosmetic enhancement decisions. Get ready for your consultation. Coming up, we will be on location in Alexandria, Virginia, discussing the iLipo, the latest breakthrough in lipolysis that can help you achieve the beautiful body you've always desired with no pain, no downtime, with one of this area's top surgeons, Dr. Anush Roberts. Dr. Roberts received her medical degree from the Medical College of Virginia and is widely recognized as one of this region's top surgeons. Welcome back, Dr. Roberts.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
Oh, it's nice to have you back as well. Last time we covered a very important topic, which obviously benefits so many folks, the liquid facelift. Today we have you back, literally by popular demand, to discuss the iLipo. And this is a significant advance in lipolysis and body contouring. I wanted to begin by asking you if you can please tell us what this is as well.
The iLipo is a revolutionary new machine. It's from England, and we're the first to offer it in the Northern Virginia, D.C. area. It's cold laser technology, which has been around for over 30 years with many different medical applications. This here is where you use it to shrink fat cells in specific targeted areas of the body.
Very interesting. So basically, the areas of the bodies or the spots within the body that we can't get rid of through exercise and diet, those love handles and areas like that, for example, and through the iLipo, it targets that area and can remove the unwanted fat from that area, is what you're saying.
Correct. The body is predetermined, genetically predetermined to hold on to that fat, and we all have those stubborn resistant areas that are just really hard to shrink despite a healthy diet and a good amount of exercise and activity.
Oh, so that's how it works.
Exactly.
In a nutshell. And no surgery, no downtime, something that someone can do literally during their lunch break, right?
It's very safe. There's no downtime, there's no invasive procedures involved. What I really love about it as a woman soon to enter menopause is that the fat cells are still viable, they're still healthy fat cells, just shrunken. Literally, the cells go from grape size to raisin, so they shrink by spilling out their content.
Well, that is certainly very revolutionary.
Yes.
I mean, we're talking about a major breakthrough here.
Right, and the important thing is, when I mention menopause, is because as you enter menopause, you lose estrogen, and part of the endocrine function of fat cells is to make estrogen. So, contrary to traditional liposuction, these fat cells remain healthy and active, and they help maintain your estrogen levels, especially as you enter menopause.
Now, I wanted to ask you, Dr. Roberts, as far as the different parts and areas of the body that we want to have something like this take care of some problems for us, is it pretty much limited to one particular part of the body, or is it very flexible as far as the different regions that you can cover through this iLipo treatment?
So that's one of its advantages, is that you can use it on the neck here, you can use it on the upper arms, you can use it anywhere along the torso and the lower body, on the hips, the abdomen, anywhere. These paddles will move around, they come in contact with the skin, and there's the treatment.
That's wonderful. So it can cover a lot of different areas where we have those problems.
That's right.
Great to know that. So what problems does it address?
So cold laser can address a myriad of medical issues, but the iLipo is specifically designed to shrink fat cells.
Now, who would you say, Dr. Roberts, would be a good candidate for iLipo?
So I would say basically there are two types of ideal candidates. One is the one who does everything right, eats right, exercises, just has those resistant fat pockets. And that would help release the fat from those areas specifically. The other patient who would be the ideal candidate would be one who just wants to lose and shrink 1 to 2 dress sizes overall in any area. For example, like a mommy who just had a baby and has some excess weight.
Oh, certainly very interesting and good to know, Dr. Roberts. I wanted to also ask you, how long does a treatment typically take of iLipo? And I'm sure that varies patient to patient depending on what they're having done and what area of the body you'll be working on, but just in a general sense so people can have an understanding of what they're looking at as far as their time commitment goes.
Sure. The paddles are on for 20 minutes per targeted area. That is one treatment, and there's an average of 1% 1% of that circumference loss, shrinkage, per treatment. We recommend 2 treatments per week over 4 weeks for a total of 8 treatments. And of course, after that, it's up to you and at your discretion and consultation with your doctor to decide if you'd like to continue with another area or further shrink that area.
Yes, indeed. You literally come in for a treatment or 2 or a few, and the next thing you know, you're fitting in that dress size before the big wedding.
Exactly, because you're losing inches.
That is significant indeed.
That's right. That's right.
We're now going to meet Elizabeth, who's a patient of the doctor. Welcome, Elizabeth.
Nice to be here.
Oh, it's our pleasure to have you on today. I understand you're an iLipo patient of Dr. Roberts.
Yes, I am.
Can you tell us what that's been like thus far for you?
It's been an amazing experience. I have to say I've spent the last 20 years of my life working out in a gym to try to lose these little deposits on my hip area.
The localized fat that you just can't get through exercise and diet, right?
Absolutely. And through iLipo, I've been able to lose 5.5 centimeters in just 20 minutes today.
Really?
It certainly beats working out.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, you just came literally out of a treatment just now, a few minutes ago. And so you actually know right after each session exactly how much you're losing.
Yes, they measure you before and after.
Wonderful.
And keep track of that. And then after a series of appointments, some people need 1, some people may require 3, 4, or up to 8 sessions. And it's very, targets the areas very carefully. So it's just where you want to lose the weight.
My goodness, and they take about, what, 20 to 30 minutes long?
20 minutes.
That's it. And so for the viewers out there, what would you tell them about Dr. Roberts and the iLipo treatment?
I think Dr. Roberts is just terrific. This is cutting-edge technology. It's very new. Yes. I think a lot of people could benefit from this. People like myself who have those spot areas that they just have not been able to lose the weight, no matter how much exercise or how carefully they eat, and certainly worth looking into.
Well, I certainly appreciate you letting us know that. And how many more treatments are you looking to come back here for, or is it something you want to just come back to occasionally just to keep certain things taken care of?
I think time will tell, but I will see how this one works, and we'll go forward from here, and I'll be continuing to have conversations with Dr. Roberts.
Well, on that note, we'd like to thank you very much, Elizabeth, for joining us and being a guest as well.
Thank you.
We're now back with Dr. Roberts. I must say Elizabeth is very pleased with the results. She told us literally what she just lost in 1 treatment session.
Right. Elizabeth says ever since she's had her emergency C-section, she's had that little pouch, and she does the bar workout and all kinds of workouts, and that's a resistant area, and she just shrunk 5.5 centimeters after one session.
Very impressive, Dr. Roberts. So I take it these types of results that Elizabeth witnessed today and what you've been telling us thus far in this interview, these are very impressive results. I mean, I have to tell you, I'm very impressed with what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing.
This is where modern technology and modern medicine is headed, with more and more effective treatments with less and less invasive procedures.
Yes, and I wanted to ask you, Dr. Roberts, how safe is the eye lipo treatment?
We'll screen you, and you'll have a medical screening, and it's very safe with no downtime.
Well, certainly happy to hear that, and I understand it's also FDA cleared.
Absolutely.
So that's good to know for everybody.
Right.
From what our research has found, Dr. Roberts, the company, in fact, that has created the eye lipo technology that allows for these wonderful and very impressive results that we're all seeing and hearing today and have found to be reality through our research, is the same company that was the innovator of laser hair removal. So it's a very established, very successful company that has really come up with some cutting-edge products over the years.
Correct. Chromogenics is the father company of the eye lipo, and they were the forefathers of laser technology and medical lasers.
Yes, indeed.
So I feel very comfortable with working with them.
Yeah, I think we all do. That makes us feel very good.
Yes, and in fact, eye lipo even won the best slimming treatment at Victoire de la Beauté, an award given to them, a prestigious award given to them in France.
That's wonderful, and I think that was this last year, in fact.
Yes, correct, 2010.
Does a patient experience any pain when they're undergoing this treatment?
No, it's very comfortable. You just lay there for 20 minutes and relax.
That's always nice, and lose that unwanted fat at the same time.
Right.
Sure beats a lot of exercise and diet, which still can't remove it, right, in many cases.
Right, so following the 20-minute eye lipo laser treatment, there's a 30-minute period of exercise where you mobilize and burn off that energy that's been released.
Now, how long do these results last, doctor?
This is a permanent shrinkage.
Okay.
You've stimulated the fat cells into spilling out their content, and you've mobilized the fat and burned it off, and that's permanent as long as you follow it and couple it with a moderate and healthy dietary intake.
I think that's the case with any form, right, of weight loss and taking care of unwanted fat, is as long as you, from that point forward, maintain and do things in a proper, normal, healthy manner, you'll be fine no matter what treatment you had done, right?
Correct. Correct.
So that's definitely the right thing to follow. And speaking of follow, are there any follow-up visits that would be required after the treatment or treatments have reduced the fat that we wanted removed from those hard to remove areas as far as moving forward in the future?
Right. So once your treatment is completed and you've had success in shrinkage and loss, we have patients who come back on a maintenance basis, maybe once or twice a month, or if they've had a dietary indulgence, then they come back and spot reduce again. Our staff at Whole Health Medical Center, we have a nutritionist on staff that can also help you and guide you with your dietary intake and dietary changes to optimize the results.
Well, this is certainly very helpful and informative, Dr. Roberts. On that note, I'd like to thank you again for joining us, being a guest, and educating us on really what I find to be one of the major breakthrough technologies, the eye lipo treatment, and all the many benefits that it's now offering folks. And the Whole Health Medical Center here in Alexandria, Virginia, is the only center, certainly in this region, that has this technology. And a lot of folks, now that they're made aware of it, can realize how safe and effective it is to come here and get that unwanted fat removed without any pain and no surgery and no downtime. I think it's amazing.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
Thank you for joining us and being a guest in our program.
Yep, thank you.
We have recently introduced a new treatment to our various and sundry offerings that ties in very well with our weight loss options called iLipo, which is a non-invasive fat reduction technique, I guess is the best way to put it. It's not liposuction, but it does melt fat stores. The iLipo is non-invasive, there's no downtime, there's no discomfort, so it's an excellent technique for those patients looking to reduce fat in a very localized area without having to undergo any kind of surgical technique. The iLipo technique can be used in conjunction with a suction technique that directs the energy a little bit more into the epidermis itself, that then stimulates a collagen reaction. So deeper into the fat layer, it empties fat cells, but it's more superficial. The same energy actually can induce collagen response, and it causes basically a tightening effect of the skin. The best candidates for this technique are patients who have focal problem areas, such as the pooch on the abdomen, the little saddlebags that occur on the thighs. You can do it on arms. We've done it on chin. The iLipo, used in conjunction with a weight loss program, gets the patient to their target faster, keeps them more motivated and involved in their weight loss program because they can see the results so much faster. So the normal treatment course is 2 treatments a week over 4 weeks. You want to focus on one treatment zone at a time. The treatment itself takes about 20 minutes, but we do a measurement before the treatment and a measurement immediately after the treatment, and there is a noticeable difference from those measurements that we're able to take. I think that the benefits that the iLipo technique offers over other fat reduction techniques, it's its simplicity. It's fast, it's pain-free, no downtime, no recovery, and very definitive, almost instantaneous results. It's a quick fix. It's very natural in many respects.
We're trying something new on Saturday mornings. It's called Does It Work? Our goal is to find quirky, unusual, and innovative products that make bold claims and test them live on air to see if they work. Now, Deanne Moore typically does traffic, but she's wearing a new hat this morning. She's our product tester. Deanne, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, I got a question. Is it possible to get a laser zapped into your skin, not invasive, just zapping on you, and lose inches?
Well, I don't know. That's why I was really excited about this segment, because we're going to be testing out all these products and we're going to see, okay, does it work? So we put Sean to the test this morning, as you well know. So you're wondering, does it work? Here's how it works. The iLipo is the machine that we're talking about now. iLipo, what it does is it puts lasers. It's just on top of the skin. It's non-invasive. It's laser lights that are
So they're like paddles.
They're paddles. We have 4 paddles that will go. As you can see, they're showing here.
Yeah, I was able to do my makeup. It was, I mean, it took nothing to do this.
Well, I know Monica's there and she's helping you. She had put all the pads on. You do 10 minutes on each side. So if you're working on your stomach, you're going to do 10 minutes on one side. Then we just rolled it over in 10 minutes to the other side. And so let me ask you, did it hurt?
Oh, it doesn't hurt. I felt a little bit of a sort of a warming sensation. Nothing different than if you put icy hot on your body. Nothing major. But what I'm curious though is that it claims that you lose inches. So what we did is that we took measurements of my waistline, because that's my problem.
I'm going to reveal here. Well, what it's doing, let me explain really quick. What it's doing is releasing fat in specific targeted areas. So you're releasing this fat. Now, what the key is, you have to go and exercise after you do this. You need to exercise within 2 to 3 hours.
Well, how do you know you're not losing the weight because you're exercising?
Well, okay, I'll tell you why. What's happening is you're releasing up to 400 calories in that area. So for you, we did your stomach. You're releasing fat out of that specific area. 400 calories. So when you go exercise, those specific calories are the ones that you're burning.
So why it's liquefying? Is it liquefying the fat?
It's liquefying. It's
so where's it going
it
after it releases?
Okay,
I didn't feel anything come out of my body.
It hasn't come out of your body.
Well, I mean, it's for real.
It hasn't come out of your body. What it does is it releases the fat, so it's there. We've stimulated the lymph nodes. There was 2 pads that we put on your lymph nodes.
And these are the paddles
These are the paddles right here. Monica's got them right there, and the laser is beeping. You can hear it's kind of beeping in the background.
It's like a red light that you see on the other side of your body. Okay, so, I've got less than 10 seconds here.
10 seconds.
Did it work?
Okay, we took 3 measurements on Sean. We did around all on her stomach, just above the belly button, just below, and then right there in the stomach area that you lost. Okay, she lost 1 inch at the top, She lost a second inch just below the belly button.
No way.
And let me tell you, if you could have seen Monica's reaction when we measured just the lower part, she has it. We have this tape measure here that locks in so you can't cheat. You cannot cheat. 3 inches. 3 inches. Monica looked up to me and she was like...
And I sat under the laser for 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
That's it. So, okay,
I like it
it's
because...
not cheap. We don't have a lot of time. We got to go.
No.
It's not cheap.
It can be cheap. You need to look online. You can find deals out there. There are deals, but it's about $250 a session, and you need to do 8 sessions.
It's called iLipo, and you can do Groupons for those.
You can look all over the place. They're all over the place. But the key is, I'm giving this one, it works.
Thumbs up. And I was able to eat an apple tart. My stomach is not fatter. That's awesome. Time now is 8:27. We'll be right back.
Now, live in HD, covering Fort Worth, Dallas, and all of North Texas, this is CBS 11 News at 5.
Whether it's love handles, saddlebags, or cellulite, many people spend hours each week trying to get rid of problem spots and lose weight. Now, a new cosmetic procedure offered right here in North Texas can take inches off your waistline without surgery or even needles. CBS 11's Melissa Newton shows us how it works in today's Health Watch.
You won't call up the number or anything?
No, please don't.
Like many women, Sarah Dowers worries about bathing suit season inching closer.
And basically, we're going on a trip in the summer, so I just wanted to get myself back into shape.
With vacation just months away, Sarah says she needs a faster fix than exercise can offer. And a new cosmetic procedure called iLipo is giving her the instant results she wants.
Takes 10 minutes. It is completely painless.
I don't feel a thing.
Low-level laser pads essentially target the fat cells, stimulating the body's natural processes to empty stored fat.
The fat will actually leak out, and your body will pick that up in your lymphatics and then metabolize that.
No needles, no surgery, and no downtime. The procedure helps patients spot reduce in problem areas where stubborn fat just won't go away.
The majority of people will use it on their abdomen and thighs.
Taking off inches, it's a concern a lot of people have, particularly this time of year. But now this innovative new procedure helps you do that in a matter of minutes.
Half inch, 5 minutes.
And for Sarah, it seems to be working.
I actually did it twice last week, and I lost about 1.5 inches the first time and then 1/2 inch on the second time.
Taking off fat and inches without taking time off from work. In Fort Worth, Melissa Newton, CBS 11 News.
Right now, Dr. Etheridge is the only cosmetic surgeon in Fort Worth with the new technology. It costs between $200 and $250 each session.
Liposuction that can have you summer ready in a short amount of time. Hey, Camby.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, earlier we were telling you guys that Danny Hill from the radio station Kelly 95.3 has actually been doing this, has lost almost 50 pounds. He started out at 249. He is almost at that 200 mark, which is what his goal was. Really amazing. You know, a lot of times when we talk about getting summer ready, we think of women in bikinis. Ladies, I feel your pain, okay? The thought of having to be in a bikini is a little scary, but it's also men as well. David is here this morning getting iLipo done. What exactly is this that he's having done?
iLipo is a piece of equipment, brand new technology from Europe, and what it does is it's a laser technology that stimulates your fat cells to release fatty acids from the fat cells, and by that the whole area is shrinking. So it's basically a new treatment that's good for treating hard-to-treat problem areas, and we all have them, the classic muffin top.
Exactly. For a lot of people, it's the stomach, men and women. About how many inches can be lost by doing this iLipo?
We expect a loss of 1 to 2 inches of circumference with every treatment. A treatment is about 30 minutes. Studies showed that at 8 sessions with the iLipo, you can expect similar results as liposuction surgery, except for that the iLipo is completely painless. There's no surgery involved, actually.
And it doesn't hurt. David's saying it doesn't hurt. Does it feel uncomfortable at all to have that on?
No, just the camera on my stomach is the only thing that's uncomfortable.
Well, sorry about that, David. You know, I called you. You volunteered to do this. You said you would do it. You knew what was involved. Here's the thing, guys. Just doing the eye lipo isn't enough. After David does this, he has to actually run about 45 minutes is what you recommend, right, Dr. Trobish?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's not just about running. You could do any type of cardio.
Okay.
But what happens with the laser treatment is that we stimulate the fat cells to release the fat. Now the fatty acids are circulating in your body. So we got them out of the belly, and they're circulating in the body. And when he does exercise, his muscles and his heart will pick up the fatty acids and burn them off, convert them to energy.
Okay, it actually burns the fat a little bit easier. So gym or, running outside, still required with this, but it's going to actually keep that weight off. Now, if he doesn't run, the odds are pretty good that that fat is going to go right back where it came from, because that's where it's used to being. Is that right?
Absolutely, and that's what problem areas are all about. That's where your body loves to store the fat.
Yes.
So we release the fatty acids out of this area, but he has to burn them off.
Really quick, let me ask you, any risks in doing this?
No, absolutely. There's no known risk. Sometimes when patients are very sensitive to light, then there could be a little itch on this area. That's basically a maximum that can happen.
Okay.
But overall, there's no known side effects and no risks associated with it.
Okay, perfect. And coming up, we're going to see exactly how much weight or how many inches in circumference David has actually lost. Guys?
All right, Canby Brown, thanks so much.
You're watching Fox 10 Arizona Morning with Ron Hoon, Rick D'Amico, Andrea Robinson, Kristen Anderson, and Corey McCluskey in HD. Coming up.
Just ahead, a new way to melt away the pounds. Christy Siefkin covering this story for us. Hey, Christy.
Well, good morning, guys. My friend Deborah is here with me, a brave soul with her shirt pulled half up to demonstrate this fabulous new technology. It's called the eye lipo, and it's going to zap that fat right out of those fat cells. We're going to get a full demonstration coming up.
Well, in the Health Wire, we're all familiar with liposuction because we have it done around a lot. We, go have our liposuction done on a monthly basis. No, I mean, we've done stories on liposuction.
It's just been around for so long.
Yeah, I've never had it done, but I could use it.
No, you're fine.
I'm just going to skip lunch.
Okay.
Okay.
You do anyways. This morning we're checking out the eye lipo. It's a new technique where lasers are used to help melt the fat away, all those unwanted pounds.
Christy Siefkin shows us how this procedure works. Christy?
Well, good morning, guys. I am sure you've heard of the iPad, the iPhone, but what about the eye lipo? Now, this is not an Apple product, but it is a new tool on the market to help you lose unwanted fat. And Tim Murphy is with me this morning to talk about this wonderful procedure. Good morning to you. And the key to all this is the laser. And you were showing us this paddle a little earlier. Tell us about what this does.
This is the paddle. We have 4 paddles on our laser. And what this does, it allows you to choose where you like to have the inches lost from your body. For the first time, we can choose where we want to lose and have spot reduction. So, for example, what happens is we put this laser onto our wonderful
Our willing victim.
Our willing victim. And we'll turn on the laser. You can tell the laser on with the pink light. And what happens here is the laser will go in and it will poke holes in the fat cells, removing the glycerol and the triglycerides. It allows you to then work off all that fat energy the next half hour right after your treatment.
Wonderful. And that's a key component here. It's not just laying on the table and having this do all the work. You have to do some of the work, too. And we saw some of that out in the room outside. Tell us about the workout component.
Good point. Right after you're done, the laser removes 400 calories of fat energy from wherever you want to work.
Okay, great.
Okay? And now it's in your bloodstream. It's clean. And it allows you to go right out. You go out, you get on the treadmill, you get on the elliptical machine, and you work it off. And so right then, all that energy in the area that you don't want is now removed and reduced from your body.
Great. So those of you who think you can just lay on a table and kick back, not quite that simple. You've got to watch the diet, do some exercise, and sounds like repeated sessions as well. How many times should someone expect to have to come in to really see some results?
Sure. Good question. Most people come in 8 to 10 times, and they come in, and sometimes if they need a little more, we'll give them a little more, but 8 or 10 times over a 4-week period.
And what's the cost that we're looking at?
Between $1,500 and $2,000, and we have a special cellulite buster program for $2,000 for 10 treatments. So women, if you have cellulite, we can definitely help with that.
Women never worry about cellulite. That's not something that bugs us at all. Well, that's great. So people can come and check this out. And it looks like Deborah's actually pretty relaxed over there, not in too much pain. That's one of the other things that you pointed out.
No pain. There is no pain. There's no heat. There's no cold. It just sits on your body, and the laser does the work. There is no pain, no downtime, no nothing.
Well, we'll let Deborah continue to get all those fat cells zapped in her body and let her head on out and get some exercise. If people are interested in coming and getting this treatment, where can they visit?
They can call us at 480-257-LIPO or ArizonaLaserLipo.net.
Fantastic. And I like to point out, too, that Tim said he got the procedure and is looking pretty good. So
I'm in my skinny pants.
We may have to try this out ourselves. Thanks so much, Tim, for your
You're
time.
welcome. Thank you.
Of course. Back to you guys.
Well, when it comes to looking younger, every person needs a different approach. And our next guests are the experts at finding out which treatment will work for you. So joining us now are Jill Shields and Stacy Kaiser with A Younger You Medical Spa. Welcome to the Morning Blend, ladies.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here. Well, let's start off with just talking about kind of an overview of what sort of services you guys offer.
So we're A Younger You Medical Spa, and we actually joined with Euphoria Day Spa a few months ago. So now we offer everything. We have massages, we have facials, we have manicures, pedicures, plus we offer all of the medical procedures that we had offered before. Laser hair removal, we do Botox, we do fillers, and then of course we have the new procedure, iLipo, that we're sort of here to talk about.
Yeah, it's kind of a one-stop shop for everything that you may need medically when it comes to cosmetic, medical procedures. When we talk about the iLipo specifically, because I want to get into that, is it a safe treatment? Is it painful? What do people need to know about it?
So iLipo is completely safe. There's no side effects. It's clinically studied to be a safe treatment all the way around. It's not a painful treatment. The people come in, we're taking treatment pads, putting them on the area that they actually want the treatment delivered to. The only sensation they're actually feeling is a little bit of warmth, kind of like a heating pad sensation, very comfortable. No invasive anything with it, no needles, nothing.
This is an amazing before and after picture. I mean, it looks like two different people. Right. How many treatments does somebody like this have, and what's typical for the amount of treatment someone would do?
So this is a 40-year-old woman. She underwent 8 treatments, which is our normal course length of what we'd like you to do. She had 3 abdominal measurements done. She had a lower abdominal, a mid-region, and then an upper is how we would measure. So she lost 4 inches on the lower, 5 inches in the mid, and then 4 inches again on the top. So in overall, she had the 13-inch loss. She actually lost 10 pounds and just over 4% of her overall body fat.
That's amazing. I mean, she looks like she went down probably a good 3 sizes there at least.
Yeah, it's an amazing procedure.
Absolutely. How long does something like that take? So if she did that many treatments, over the course of how long?
So we'd like to see you over the course of 3 weeks. That's what we recommend. We'd like to see you 3 times the first week, 3 times that second week, and then follow up with 2 treatments the third week, each treatment being 20 minutes long.
That's amazing, losing 3 sizes in like 3 weeks.
Doing nothing, just laying there.
Yes, yeah. Absolutely. So what are the common areas? I mean, there we were really looking at kind of that midsection, but there you can treat all areas of your body, correct?
Yep, we can treat men and women. The most popular regions or areas people will choose is most often the abdominal region, whether they're healthy, they're overweight, they're choosing this area as a fine-tuning or a weight loss aid, whatever they're choosing it for. We're also doing the thighs, we're doing the underarms, and a lot of men are coming in to do the excessive tissue that they're getting through the chest.
Wonderful. I think it sounds great. And, the average weight loss or inches that you said are about that 2 to 4 inches is kind of average, but as we saw, you can lose even more than that. Here's the offer that you've got right now. It's half off your iLipo 8 treatment package, which is what we saw before. And again, that's for the first 10 people who mention the Morning Blend when you call. And the 8 treatments is only at $7.99. That's the half off price. It's an amazing offer. Do the results last long?
So the results are permanent, long-term results, considering that you watch your calorie intake, that it's stable, and that you're willing to do some exercising to keep yourself healthy.
Absolutely. So you just have to be committed to it.
Right, right.
All therapy is another really wonderful thing that you provide, and we've talked about it here on the show before. What is all therapy?
All therapy is for your face. It's a tightening procedure done with an ultrasound, and it's going to get rid of some sagging tissue that people develop sort of around their chin area, their neck area, some hooding that they can get around their eyes.
And how long do you need to recover from the procedure? Because oftentimes when you do something like this, there's some downtime.
I think that's what's most amazing about the all therapy is that there's really no downtime. I've heard it called the lunch time facelift, so people can come in over their lunchtime, have the procedure done, and really could go back to work.
That's amazing. I've actually, I've been very impressed with all therapy. I think it's just one of those things that for anybody who's looking to kind of lift and tighten and get instant results, you're really kind of doing that with the all therapy, and it's very safe too, correct?
Most everything that we do at our medical spa is pretty safe. We really looked through the side effect profile very carefully before we chose procedures. And the all therapy, really there isn't slight bruising I've seen on occasion, maybe a little bit of tenderness, but other than that, really no side effects to it.
Do you often combine treatments with all therapy? Is that typical?
So we came together, our staff and I came together, and we came up with a package that we thought were sort of the favorites to give everybody, every client who came in, sort of the overall face rejuvenating package is what we call it. It has kind of our favorite products and services. And we're having a special right now on one of them where we have filler, which is going to get rid of your deep lines. We've got Botox, which gets rid of some of your expression and your fine lines that you can accumulate over time. It has some Latisse in it, which helps with your eyelashes, gets them a little longer, a little thicker, and it has some of our skincare products in it.
It's amazing. As you're seeing on the screen right now, this is the package they put together for the all therapy offer. It's a full face treatment, and it includes the Botox, the Juvederm, Latisse, face wash, a vitamin C serum, retinol. It's normally priced at nearly $5,000. It's at $45.97. For the first 5 callers right now, you're doing a half-off offer, actually more than that, for $2,500 for everything included in that package. I think it's amazing. You really recommend people do this about 2 months prior to their event. And here's where you can call for both of those offers. Again, A Younger You is located on Milwaukee Avenue in Burlington. You can visit their website at ayoungeryou21.com or call them for those Morning Blend offers. Again, say that you saw them here on the Morning Blend at 262-763-5573. Thanks so much for being here, ladies. I think this is a wonderful time to get ready for the summer and all the events we got coming up, right?
Absolutely. Yep.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.